My name is Jordan, and this is me. Growing up, I was always around a lot of adults, and I also had a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles, and was always just around a lot of people. And this taught me how to become a competent communicator. In looking at the Hearing model, I think it really helped me learn the concept of remembering in a conversation so that you're able to reply later, because oftentimes you could be in the middle of a conversation and someone would interrupt or something would happen, and you would later return to your conversation and have to remember what was being said or what you were going to reply to. And in growing up, there was also a lot of change in technology, and I've personally had a lot of changes in schools. I went to a charter school for elementary and middle school, and then I went to a public high school, and then I went to GCU for a semester, and now I'm going to online classes. And all of that has helped me kind of learn different channels of communication, whether in person, needing to be a competent communicator face-to-face, or in emailing teachers, or now that I'm online, having proper forum posts or replying to other students. And I've also had to learn how to be a competent communicator through text message, and that has applied to my current job. I'm a nanny and I babysit, and I just have to learn how to communicate properly with parents, and whether they like updates on their children, or whether they're okay with texting, or if they prefer calling. And I've also learned a lot about perception, because there have been many times in my life, whether with babysitting or with other friends, that I've learned that my initial perception of someone is often very wrong, and my initial perceptions that could be very wrong can have a huge impact on how I communicate with them. And I have also learned a lot about self-concept and how reflected appraisals can really impact a person, because I've always had a negative self-concept, just because growing up I saw that, whether it was in the media or the women around me, I saw them having a negative self-concept about themselves, and hearing reflected appraisals, just positive influence from others around me, has helped me to create a more positive self-concept for myself. And one of the biggest examples of this is my aunt, who was also my volleyball coach for a couple of years, and I always believed that I was a back row player because I'm a short person, and short people often play defense in the back row instead of front row, but my aunt always encouraged me to play front row, and she knew I could, and pushed me to be better, and that helped me to become a better player. And she would always encourage me, whether I was having a hard day or whether I was doing awesome. And I'm now a volleyball coach for young girls, and my experience with her as my coach and her reflected appraisals really changed my self-concept of myself as a volleyball player and as a person, and I'm able to do that for these girls as well. And just all of the experiences I've been through in my life have helped shape me as a communicator, because the things I have gone through completely have changed how I communicate with people now, and have made me who I am as a person.